Good morning, fellow team members and community partners. Welcome to today's presentation, Establishing Direction and Driving Towards Success, Mission and Vision Development Roadmap. My name is Gayden, and I am serving as acting principal of Newberry Adult Education Program. As many of you know, adult education is not only unique, but it is a vital part of our community. We serve a diverse population of learners, ranging from 16 years old to well beyond retirement age. Our students come to us to earn a high school diploma, a GED, strengthen their English language skills through our ESL program, develop career readiness skills, and increase their digital literacy. Through our family literacy program, we also support parents by providing preschool services so they can focus on their educational goals. We have programs, resources, and curriculum designed to support student success and human flourishing. However, like many educational institutions, we face challenges. Our attendance, participation, and morale are not where we want them to be. As our students, our workforce needs, and communities continue to evolve, it is important that we evolve as well. Because our student population is so diverse, it is especially important that our mission and vision remain relevant, equitable, and inspiring, and especially reflective of the voices and experiences of all our stakeholders. That is why we are here today. I want to start this presentation with thanking all our participating stakeholders. Thank you for investing your time, your energy, and your expertise into this process. Your commitment to collaboration and innovation will help us shape the future of our program. We cannot create a mission and a vision that our school can embrace and our community can depend on without your support. Each of you brings a unique perspective and a valuable insight. Our students, families, teachers, staff, administrators, and community partners, including our district leaders, all play an essential role in helping us identify what is working well, where we can improve, and what we want our futures to look like. For our agenda today, I want to review one important procedure. Your voice matters, your perspective is important, and your input is essential. To ensure we respect everyone's time while still honoring every question, comment, and concern, we have created a parking lot. Throughout the meeting, you may add questions, ideas, or concerns to the board at any time. We will collect them, review them, and address them during designated discussion opportunities. This process helps us stay focused while ensuring every voice is heard. When we are looking at something as big and important as a vision and mission statement, we need to take a step back and look at our why. Why are we here? Why do we do what we do? And why are we coming together? We do what we do to improve educational opportunities and transform lives and promote human flourishing. And why are we coming together? Well, when we come together, we build a more equitable, supportive, and effective initiatives that positively impact students and families. Collaboration demonstrates respect for diversity, healthy communication, trust, and inclusivity, all characteristic of a thriving educational community. Our short-term goal is by the end of 2026-2027 school year, we will create a mission and vision statement for Newberry Adult Education that truly reflects who we are, what we value, and what we aspire to become inside and outside of the classroom. While doing so, we must keep in mind our long-term goal. I think Grand Canyon University defines human flourishing the best. A state of excellence in which human beings as individuals and in a community experience joy, fulfillment, peace, abundance, and completion. We want that for all of our students at Newberry Adult Education. By the end of this meeting, stakeholders will be introduced to the proposed roadmap for updating our mission and vision statements. Understand the next steps in the process, have opportunities to ask questions and provide feedback, and begin identifying the values and priorities that should guide our future direction. The roadmap before you outlines 8 structured phases that guides our work from beginning to implementation and ongoing review. Here it says, from start to revisit. because our work is never done. The process is designed to provide a clear path for developing a shared mission and vision while ensuring stakeholders' voices remain at the center of every decision. Each phase builds upon the next. Most importantly, the roadmap is flexible. If we discover better ways to gather feedback, improve participation, or strengthen our progress, we will make adjustments. Nothing we do is set in stone because education is constantly evolving. Our students change, our community changes, and workforce demands change. Our mission and vision should be a living document that evolve to remain meaningful and relevant so we can flourish as individuals and as a community. Phase one is stakeholder representation. Before our next meeting, each stakeholder group will identify a representative. We are asking you to select someone you trust to communicate your group's ideas, concerns, and priorities throughout this process. These representatives will serve as a bridge between stakeholder groups and leadership team as we move forward. Phases 2 and 3, gather and prioritize, are all about listening and discovery. We want to better understand what stakeholders value most about our program, what outcomes matter most for our students, what priorities should guide future decisions, and how we can best serve our community moving forward. Your feedback will help us identify common themes that will eventually become the foundation to our revised vision and mission statement. To guide these discussions, we will explore topics such as equity, diversity, social justice, community, character education, data use, technology, digital citizenship, values, and priorities. As we discuss these topics, I encourage you to think not only about where we are today, but where you would like to see our program in the future. Here we have some examples of the kinds of questions we want to ask through our surveys and questionnaires to figure out what our core values really are. One big question we want to ask is, what are the most important outcomes we want every student to achieve before leaving our program? And this goes back to our why. What do we really want them to get out of what we're doing here? Not only short term, but long term. Other questions we want to address include equity. What does equitable support look like for the diverse learners we serve, including our special needs, GED, high school diploma, ESL, family literacy, and older adult students? We actually have a high population of special needs students. And even in our adult population, students that aren't identified as having special needs, we're finding that maybe they didn't get their high school diploma because there were some needs that were unidentified. Other questions surrounding diversity would include, how should mission and vision reflect, celebrate the diverse backgrounds, cultures, languages, experiences, and ages of our students? When people think of an ESL program, they often think of just Spanish-speaking students, but at our school, we have students from all over the world speaking Mandarin, and other languages outside of just Spanish. And as far as social justice goes, many of our younger students are a part of the juvenile detention program with a parole officer who monitors their attendance and performance. These students do end up having a harder time maintaining attendance in the program. So how can our program help these students overcome educational, economic, and social changes that might limit their opportunities in the past? Because we have so many ages and backgrounds that come to our school, it really is a community program. So we need to ask, how can we partner students with community organizations to enhance post-graduation opportunities, not only to further their education, but employment? Not everyone at our program wants to go on to a college. Sometimes they want to go to a tech school training program. or just jump into a job opportunity they've been waiting for after they get their certifications. Character education is another important area we want to start to focus on more. So, how can our mission and vision emphasize not only academic achievement, but also character development as it relates to personal growth, responsibility, perseverance, and citizenship? And for our data use, we do test a lot. And so we do have a lot of data. How can we use this data to improve instruction and services while still recognizing each student's unique goals and circumstances? We know that education, especially at this level, is not a one size fits all program. So we really need to look at how can we address student needs as individuals. And for technology and digital citizenship, we do have a digital citizenship program we already use. But a question we can still ask is how can our program ensure that all students have equitable access to technology resources and digital learning opportunities? Right now, this program is only serving our English student population, and we want to look at how can we extend this to our ESL program as well. To ensure every voice is recognized and barriers to participation are minimized, we will collect feedback through multiple methods, including surveys, questionnaires, focus groups, interviews, community forums, faculty meetings, family forums, and review sessions. The more opportunities we provide for participation, the more inclusive and representative our final mission and vision statement will be. Other ways that we will ensure this process is inclusive is by providing online feedback, in-person feedback, digital and paper feedback options in both English and Spanish. As we continue the process, stakeholders representatives will continue to gather input and share updates with their group. When it comes time to revise our mission and vision, we will ensure that they align with our values, our goals, our instructional practices, our initiatives, and our policies. Once finalized, we will implement a communication of our plan through presentations, newsletters, signage, digital platforms, and through our website. Because we want to remain relevant, inspired, and focused, we will monitor our progress through short-term goals, benchmarks, observations, quarterly progress reviews. Continuous reflection ensures that our mission and vision remain meaningful and continue serving future generations of learners. Here is a recap of our vision and mission statement roadmap. In phase 1, we will align our stakeholders. That's where we're at right now. Phase 2, we collect community input. Phase 3 and 4, we will prioritize and draft, defining our core values. Phase 5, we will incorporate the feedback and revise the mission and vision statements. In phase 6, we will finalize and celebrate. Phase 7 and 8, we will act and review annually. Again, I just want to thank you for taking the time to join us today and for investing in the future of Newberry adult education. As we move through this process, I encourage you to provide honest feedback, thoughtful discussion, and diverse perspectives. Consider questions such as, what should every student gain from their experience here? What values should define our program? How can we best support the unique needs of adult learners? What role should our program play within the broader community? Remember, there are no right or wrong answers. Personally, I just like the roadmap analogy because it reminds us that the journey is just as important as the destination. If we take a wrong turn, we can make a U-turn. If we encounter a roadblock, we have enough minds, talents, and resources in this room to find another route. And if we arrive somewhere different than originally planned, it may be even more meaningful and impactful than we first imagined. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. These are the words of Henry Ford. The work we do today will help create a shared direction for Newberry adult education, one that reflects our collective values, supports student success, and strengthens our community, and ultimately prepares future learners, workers, leaders, and families for success. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing your ideas. Please don't forget that the parking lot is open and available and will remain open for the duration of this process. Right now, I would love for us all to fill out at least one sticky note, asking a question, making a comment, inquiry, whatever that may be, initial thoughts, how you want to change the program, any of those things. This presentation in itself is a draft. If there's something we want to change in the process, we can. It's just a guideline. And I hope that I hear from all of you, and I look forward to reading all those sticky notes and moving them to the answered section. Thank you so much for your time.